Hello students, today in this lecture I will discuss with you the AC through series LR circuit. That is, the inductor and the resistor, they are connected in series with each other. The alternating EMF is applied across the circuit and the alternating current will flow through the circuit. In the previous lecture, we had independently discussed the phasor diagrams for the resistor, inductor, the capacitor when they were connected with the alternating supply. Now today in this lecture we will discuss the circuits, the series LR circuit and the series CR circuit. Okay, clear? Now first of all I am starting up with the series LR circuit. Okay, now take a look. In the series LR circuit, the resistance R and the inductance cell. The resistance R and the inductance cell, they are connected in series with each other, and the alternating supply is applied or is connected across the circuit. Now, since when the current flows through it, let us suppose say I be the instantaneous value of the alternating current which is flowing through it, there will be some potential difference across this resistance. There will be some potential difference across the resistance as well as the inductance. Now let us suppose that the potential difference across the resistance is supposed to vector VR and the potential difference across the inductance, it is supposed to vector VL. Vector VR is the potential difference across the resistance and vector VL is the potential difference across the inductance. Now in the case of resistance, we had studied that the alternating EMF and the alternating current, they are in the same phase. They are in the same phase. That is vector VR and the alternating current. I am marking the peak value of the alternating current. So you will consider this vector VR as the peak value of the potential difference across the resistance R. Okay. Now both of them, they are in the same phase, so both the vectors, they are directed in the same direction. And in the case of inductor, we know that the alternating EMF leads the alternating current by the phase pi by 2. So since the voltage vector VL, it leads the alternating current, that is the current as I naught vector, and this angle is say pi by 2. Clear? Now since let us suppose that E be the instantaneous value of the alternating EMF applied across the circuit. So this E is written as E naught sine of omega t. E is written as E naught sine of omega t. Let us call this as the equation number first. Okay, clear? Now since we will talk about the phasor diagram, we will talk about the phasor diagram of the circuit. Phasor diagram of the circuit. Now in the phasor diagram, we are going to merge the two phasors, okay, in a single figure. Let us suppose say vector VL is plotted over here or marked over here. Vector VR is marked over here. The current vector I naught vector is marked over here. Okay. Now I am saying this OAB. Vector OA is the current vector. Vector OB is vector VR. And vector OD is vector VL. Okay. Now clearly at this point O, we are having the two voltage vector. First one is the vector VR and the second one is the vector VL. So we have to calculate their resultant. Now to calculate their resultant, we are going to use parallelogram law of vectors. We are going to use parallelogram law of vectors. Okay. So since their resultant vector E naught, Okay, their resultant, the resultant of vector VL and vector VR is vector E naught. Clearly, this alternating EMF, the alternating EMF leads the alternating current I naught. Clear? So in the phasor diagram, in the phasor diagram, vector OA is the current vector, vector OB is the voltage vector across the resistance R, vector OD is vector VL, and vector OC is say vector E naught. Now since in this case I had marked the alternating EMF, the alternating current, I had marked their peak values. Okay, clear? Now from the phasor diagram, from this phasor diagram, we can say that this vector E naught is the resultant of vector VR and vector VL. Vector E naught is the resultant of vector VR and vector VL. Clear? So we can say that in magnitude this E naught is written as under root of VR square plus VL square. Got it? Now it is the equation number first. Let us call this as the equation number second. Clear? So beta alternating EMF applied across the circuit is say E naught. We are talking about the peak value of the alternating EMF. So this VR is considered as the peak value of the potential difference across the resistance. This VL is considered as the peak value of the potential difference across the inductance. Clear? यहाँ तक बात समझ आ गई? Okay. Now since we will talk about the opposition which is offered by the circuit to the alternating current flowing through it. Now when we are talking about the combinations, in the case of combinations, the opposition which is offered to the alternating current by the circuit is called impedance. Impedance. Now what is the impedance? Impedance, ये definition है, मैं बोल रहा हूं, आप note कर लें. Impedance is the opposition offered by the series LR, series CR and LCR circuit to the alternating current flowing through it. Okay. Now let us call this impedance as say Z. Let us denote this impedance by Z. Let us suppose say this Z be the impedance. The Z be the impedance. Okay. So we are going to say बेटा ओम्स लॉ कैसे यूज करेंगे आप? ओम्स लॉ कैसे यूज करेंगे देखिए आप. Thus E naught is written as I naught multiplied with Z, total voltage, total current, total opposition. बेटा VR था I naught multiplied with R और VL था I naught multiplied with XL. Clear? Now we are going to place all these three values in this equation number second. Okay? आप बोर्ड पर जो लिखा है इसे कॉपी कर लें. Yes, so it's done. Now we can say that we are using the equation number second. This E naught square is written as VR square plus say VL square. That is this I naught into Z square is written as I naught into R square plus I naught into XL square. I naught square Z square is written as I naught square is made common, R square plus XL square. I naught square is cancelled out. So the Z square is written as R square plus XL square. Or you can say that the Z is written as under root of R square plus XL square. Now we are going to call this as say the equation number 3rd. ओके बेटा यहां तक बात समझ आ गई, इतना काम क्लियर हो गया. ओके अभी हमने फेजर डायग्राम में देखा था कि ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट को लीड कर रही है. ऑल्सो द ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ लीड्स द alternating current by phase phi. So phi will be the phase difference between the alternating EMF and the alternating current. बात समझ आ गई? ओके फेजर डायग्राम में in the right triangle OBC, right triangle OBC, this tan of phi is written as VL divided by VR. ओके आप ये भी कॉपी करिए. Now students, this tan phi, it can be written as I naught multiplied with XL divided by I naught multiplied with R. I naught cancelled out. So we can say that the tan phi is written as XL divided by R. Okay. Let us say it is equation number 4th. And it is say the equation number 5th. Got it? Now since we are going to write out the instantaneous value of the alternating current, let us suppose say I be the instantaneous value of the alternating current. Okay, as the alternating EMF leads the alternating current by the phase phi, so we can say that the instantaneous value of the alternating current I is given by I naught sine omega t minus phi. Okay, so since you have to use all these 6 equations, okay, in the different numericals, तो बेटा न्यूमेरिकल्स में जो रिक्वायर्ड है impedance, that is the total opposition. The impedance is denoted by Z and it is under root R square plus XL square. Okay, तो स्टूडेंट्स ये जो 6 इंपॉर्टेंट इक्वेशंस है इनको मैंने हाईलाइट कर दिया है. न्यूमेरिकल्स में डाटा के अकॉर्डिंग आप देखेंगे कि क्या यूज होने वाला है. सो स्टूडेंट्स ये सीरीज LR सर्किट था. अब बात करेंगे सीरीज CR सर्किट की. आप कॉपी कर लें एक बार. Now, AC through the series CR circuit. अब देखिए सर, सीरीज CR circuit में the capacitor and the resistor they are connected in series with each other. Then this combination is supplied with the alternating EMF. The alternating current will flow through the circuit, due to which there will be some potential difference across the resistance and the capacitance. Okay, now first of all, the circuit diagram. Let us suppose say it is the capacitor C and it is the resistance AR. Both of them, they are connected in series with each other. And the alternating supply is applied across the circuit. Let us suppose say I is the instantaneous value of the alternating current which is flowing through the circuit. Say vector VR is the potential drop or the potential difference across the resistance, and vector VC is the potential difference across the capacitance. Okay. Now in the case of resistance, the alternating EMF and the alternating current, they are in the same phase. So vector VR and the current vector, they are in the same phase. In the case of capacitor, the alternating current leads the alternating EMF by the phase pi by 2. So since this is the alternating current and it is the alternating EMF and this angle is pi by 2. Got it? Now the instantaneous value, let us suppose say E be the instantaneous value of alternating EMF, and it is written as E is equals to E naught sine omega t. Let us call this as the equation number first. Now since we will talk about the phasor diagram of the circuit. In the phasor diagram of the circuit, we are going to merge the two phasors, the phasor of the resistor along with the phasor of the capacitor. So since the phasor diagram of the circuit is this is a phasor diagram. O, say A, say B, say C and D. Clear? Now clearly at this point O, vector VR, the tail of vector VR is at the point O and the tail of vector VC is also at the point O. That is, vector VR and vector VC, they are marked at the point O. So we have to calculate their resultant, and their resultant will be the total alternating EMF which is applied across the circuit. Now clearly in this figure we can say that the alternating EMF, it lags behind the alternating current by the phase phi. The total alternating EMF vector E naught, it lags behind the alternating current I naught. Okay. Now in the phasor diagram we have to define it. This vector OA is the current vector, vector OB is the voltage vector across the resistance, this OD is vector VC, and this OC vector is vector E naught. This vector E naught is the total EMF which is applied across the circuit. Okay, so we can say that this vector E naught is the resultant of vector VR and vector VC. Now we will talk about the magnitude of the total EMF, the resultant. This E naught square is written as under root of VR square plus it is VC square. Okay. Now it is the equation number first. It is say the equation number second. तो बेटा न्यूमेरिकल्स में जब आपको वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द रेजिस्टेंस और वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द कैपेसिटेंस प्रोवाइडेड हो, और अगर टोटल ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ रिक्वायर्ड हो तो आप उसे इस एक्सप्रेशन से कैलकुलेट करेंगे। बात समझ आ गई? ओके, आप कॉपी करें, आगे डिस्कस करते हैं। डन? Now, let us suppose say Z be the impedance, Z be the impedance offered by the series CR circuit. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, बेटा ओम्स लॉ कैसे यूज करेंगे आप? ओम्स लॉ कैसे यूज करेंगे? टोटल ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ ई नॉट इज इक्वल टू टोटल ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट आई नॉट मल्टीप्लाइड विद जेड। बात समझ आ गई? Thus VR is written as say I naught multiplied with R, and thus VC is written as I naught multiplied with XC. So we are going to place all these three values in the equation number second. So friends, बेटा equation number second थोड़ा गलती हो गया। E naught is written as, इसको E naught square ना करें, E naught करें। So friends, this E naught square is written as VR square plus it is VC square. E naught square is written as VR square plus VC square. So I naught multiplied with Z square is written as I naught multiplied with R square plus it is I naught multiplied with XC square. Okay? तो बेटा I naught कैंसिल हो जाएगा। I naught के कैंसिल होने के बाद we are left with Z square as written as R square plus XC square. Okay? कॉपी करें आप इसको। Yes, so it's done. Now, now says we can say that the Z is written as under root R square plus it is XC square. तो स्टूडेंट्स, न्यूमेरिकल्स में जब बेटा आपको इफेक्टिव ऑपोजिशन कैलकुलेट करना है which is offered by the circuit to the alternating current, we are going to use this equation number third. Okay, this equation number third, total opposition, we are going to call that total opposition as impedance, and this impedance is written as under root of R square plus XC square. Okay, clear? Now also since in the right triangle, in the phasor diagram, in the right triangle OBC, tan phi is written as VC divided by VR. Clear? Now since it is the relationship between phi, VC and VR, where what is phi? Where phi is the phase difference between the alternating EMF and the alternating current. Also you can say that the tan phi is written as I naught multiplied with XC divided by I naught multiplied with R. I naught cancelled out. So since this tan phi is written as XC divided by R, call this equation as say the equation number 4th and this equation as the equation number 5th. Okay, आप कॉपी कर लें। Yes, friends. Now, from the phasor diagram, we conclude that the alternating current leads the alternating EMF by the phase phi. Okay, this phi is the phase difference in the equation number 4th. In the equation number 5th, this phi was the phase difference between the alternating current and the alternating EMF. In the case of series CR circuit, the alternating current will lead the alternating EMF by the phase phi. So, the instantaneous value of alternating current is given by I is equals to I naught sin omega t plus phi. We can call this equation as the equation number 6. Got it? बेटा कॉपी करें, सीरीज LR और सीरीज CR सर्किट कंप्लीट हो गया. Yes, friends, done. Now, friends, I will discuss with you the series LCR circuit. Okay? Now, series LCR circuit. Now, since in the series LCR circuit, the resistance R, the inductance L, and the capacitance C, they are connected in series with each other, and the alternating supply is applied across the circuit. Okay. Now, take a look at the circuit diagram. Now, in the circuit diagram, the inductance L, the capacitance C, and the resistance R, they are connected in series with each other, and the alternating supply is applied across the circuit. Now, since when the alternating current, whose instantaneous value is I, it flows through the circuit, then let us suppose say vector VR is the potential difference across the resistance, vector VL is the potential difference across the inductance, and vector VC is the potential difference across the capacitance. Okay. Now we will talk about the phasors. In the case of resistor, the alternating potential difference and the alternating current, they are in the same phase. Okay. मैं फिर से बता रहा हूं, हमने पीक वैल्यू ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट का कंसीडर किया है. तो बेटा वेक्टर VR, वेक्टर VL और वेक्टर VC, they will be the peak values of the potential differences across the resistance, inductance and the capacitance. Now, in the case of inductor, the voltage, it leads the current by the phase pi by 2, and in the case of capacitor, the alternating current leads the alternating potential difference by the phase pi by 2. Okay, now since when we are going to merge all the phasors with each other to obtain a compound phasor diagram, we will see that vector VC and vector VL, they are in the opposite direction. Vector VL and vector VC are in the opposite directions. So when we are going to deduce the expressions, they will exist in three different cases. Okay, जब बेटा हमें VL और VC का रिजल्टेंट लेना होगा तो वी कांट से कि दोनों वेक्टर्स में से किसका मैग्नीट्यूड ज्यादा है, क्योंकि वेक्टर VL और वेक्टर VC दोनों ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शंस में हैं, तो यहां पर थ्री डिफरेंट केसेस एग्जिस्ट करने वाले हैं. ओके, इन द केस फर्स्ट, बेटा केसेस एग्जिस्ट करेंगे. केस फर्स्ट, बेटा केस फर्स्ट में VL would be greater than VC. Okay, then in the case second, this VL is less than VC, and then in the case third, this case third is the special case. This VL is equals to VC, and we will call this case third as resonance. Okay, in the case first, the series LCR circuit is written as, इसको बोलते हैं बेटा इंडक्टेंस डोमिनेटेड. इंडक्टेंस डोमिनेटेड. इन द केस सेकंड, इसको बोलते हैं कैपेसिटेंस डोमिनेटेड. ओके, थर्ड केस स्पेशल केस, इसको बोलते हैं रेजोनेंस. ओके, आप पहले इस सर्किट डायग्राम कॉपी कर लें. नाउ सिंस बेटा तीनों केसेस बारी बारी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. Case first, when VL is greater than VC, that is the potential difference across the inductor is greater than the potential difference across the capacitance, and the circuit is called inductance dominated. And the circuit is called inductance dominated. The circuit is called inductance dominated. तो बात करेंगे पहले फेजर डायग्राम की. Say it is the point O. यहां पर वेक्टर VR, यहां पर वेक्टर VC, यहां पर वेक्टर VL. ओके, और करंट वेक्टर I0 यहां पर. Clear? Now clearly the magnitude of VL is greater than the magnitude of VC. So since at this point O we are having the three voltage vectors, the vector VR, vector VC and vector VL. So since when we have to solve their resultant, we will first of all solve the resultant for vector VL and vector VC. Okay, now as vector VL and vector VC, they are in the opposite direction, and the magnitude of vector VL is greater than the magnitude of vector VC. So we will say that their resultant, the resultant of vector VL and vector VC, is vector VL minus vector VC, and it will be along vector VL. Okay, now we can say that at this point O, now we are left with the two voltage vectors. First is the vector VR, and the second is vector VL minus vector VC. Now we have to solve for the resultant. We have to solve for the resultant. Okay, now the resultant of vector VR and vector VL minus VC is vector E naught. Okay. So first of all, we are going to define all the vectors OA, B, say this is C. Let us suppose it is D. Let us suppose it is E and it is F. Okay. So in this case, vector OA is current vector. Vector OB is vector OVR. Vector OD is vector OVC. Vector OF is vector VL. Vector OC is vector OE. Vector OE is vector OVL minus vector OVC, and vector OC is vector E naught. Clear? Now from the phasor diagram, we can say that this vector E naught is the resultant of vector VR and vector VL minus vector VC. This E naught vector is the resultant of vector VR and vector VL minus vector VC. Clear? So friends, the magnitude of this vector E naught is defined by, in magnitude it can be written as VR square plus VL minus VC square. Okay? Clear? Now let us suppose say that the instantaneous value of the alternating current, alternating EMF is defined by E is equals to E naught sine omega t. E is equals to E naught sine omega t. Now let us call this as the equation number first and this as the equation number second. Clear? Okay, बेटा phasor diagram समझ आ गया? Clear? अब ध्यान से देखिए, in this phasor diagram, this alternating EMF E naught, it leads the alternating current I naught by the phase phi. The alternating EMF leads the alternating current by phase phi. ओके, बात समझ आ गई? आप जल्दी से इस कैलकुलेशन को कॉपी करिए, फिर इस कैलकुलेशन को आगे भी हमने करना है. Yes, sir, it's done. Now we can say, बेटा देखिए, ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ का इक्वेशन डिफाइन हो गया है. ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ लीड कर रहा है ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट को, तो सिंस इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यू ऑफ द ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट को भी डिफाइन करते हैं. सो वी कैन से द इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यू of alternating current is suppose say I, and it can be written as I naught sine omega t minus phi, where phi is the phase difference between the alternating EMF and the alternating current. बात समझ आ गई? अब बात करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स टोटल ऑपोजिशन की. Now let us suppose say Z be the impedance, offered by the circuit to the alternating current flowing through it. So Ohm's law कैसे यूज करेंगे आप? बेटा न्यूमेरिकल्स में आप Ohm's law कैसे यूज करेंगे? Thus E naught is written as I naught multiplied with Z. ध्यान से देखिए बेटा, हमने पीक वैल्यूज यूज की है ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ और ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट की. न्यूमेरिकल्स में डाटा के अकॉर्डिंग देख लेना, वहां पर पीक वैल्यूज गिवन है या वर्चुअल वैल्यूज गिवन है या इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यूज गिवन है या फिर मीन वैल्यूज गिवन है, सेम नेचर यूज करना है, सेम नेचर ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ का और ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट का यूज करना है. ओके, वी कैन ऑल्सो से दैट द रूट मीन स्क्वायर वैल्यू, बेटा रूट मीन स्क्वायर वैल्यू की टर्म्स में अगर लिखना है तो वी कैन से दैट ईवी इज इक्वल्स टू आईवी मल्टीप्लाइड विद जेड. EV root mean square value of the alternating EMF, IV root mean square value of the alternating current. Okay, अब हमें Z का expression obtain करना है, and to obtain this expression we are going to use the equation number first. Now using the equation number first, we can say E naught square is written as VR square plus VL minus VC square. Okay, so the E naught is written as I naught multiplied with Z square is written as I naught multiplied with R square plus I naught multiplied with XL minus I naught multiplied with XC square. तो सिंस यहां से I naught कॉमन लेकर के यहां से कैंसिल करेंगे, we will left with the Z square is written as R square plus XL minus XC square. Got it? कॉपी करें. Yes, so it's done. Now we can further say that the Z is written as under root of R square plus XL minus XC square. Okay, so the Z is the impedance and this XL minus XC is the reactance of series LCR circuit. बात समझ आ गई? इतना काम क्लियर है? So let us call this equation as say the equation number 4. बेटा first equation E naught is equals to under root VR square plus VL minus VC square. Second equation, instantaneous value of the alternating EMF, that is E is equals to E naught sin omega t. Third equation, instantaneous value of the alternating current, I is equals to I naught sin omega t minus y, and this is the equation number 4. Okay, clear? Now since in this right triangle OBC, in the right triangle OBC, tan of phi is written as VL minus VC, tan phi perpendicular BC, and this BC in magnitude, it will be the magnitude of VL minus VC divided by the base. The base would be OB and the magnitude of OB is VR. So let us call this as the equation number 5th. Also you can say that the tan of phi is written as I naught multiplied with XL minus I naught multiplied with XC divided by I naught multiplied with R. I naught cancelled out. So we can say that the tan of phi is written as XL minus XC divided by R. Okay, students, it is the equation number 6. Clear? तो students, आप ये से पहले कॉपी करें. यस स्टूडेंट्स डन. तो अब देखते हैं स्टूडेंट्स कि सीरीज एलसीआर सर्किट फर्स्ट केस में कब होगा. इट विल डिपेंड ऑन द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द ऑल्टरनेटिंग सप्लाई. तो स्टूडेंट्स एक कैलकुलेशन है, मैं वो दिखा रहा हूं आपको. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स VL is greater than VC, VL is greater than VC, so we can say that I naught multiplied with XL would be greater than I naught multiplied with XC. I naught cancelled out. That is XL is greater than XC. Clear? Now XL can be written as omega L and XC can be written as 1 upon omega C. So omega square is greater than 1 upon under root LC. So this omega is written as 1 upon under root of LC. And this omega, we can write this omega as, say, 2 pi nu, which is greater than 1 upon under root of LC. And this nu is greater than 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC. Clear? अब ध्यान से देखिए बेटा, ये न्यू क्या होगा? ध्यान से देखिए, ये न्यू, इट विल बी द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द ऑल्टरनेटिंग सप्लाई एंड दस 1 अपॉन 2 पाई अंडर रूट एलसी. बेटा ये 1 अपॉन 2 पाई अंडर रूट एलसी ये गिवन एलसीआर सर्किट का नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी होता है. क्लियर? सो वी कैन से that this nu is the frequency. Nu is the frequency of alternating supply. Clear? That is the alternating EMF and the alternating current. And this 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC is written as the natural frequency of series LCR circuit. बात समझ आ गई? इतना काम क्लियर है? तो जब तक अप्लाइड एसी सोर्स का फ्रीक्वेंसी बेटा नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी से ज्यादा होगा तो सीरीज एलसीआर सर्किट इंडक्टेंस डोमिनेटेड होगा. और ये जो 6 डिफरेंट इक्वेशंस हैं आपने डाटा में इनको यूज करना है. पल्ले पड़ गई बात? तो ये हमारा केस फर्स्ट कंप्लीट हो गया. अब बात करेंगे केस सेकंड की. आप पहले इसको कॉपी करें. अब बात करेंगे केस सेकंड की. केस सेकंड, दिस VL is less than VC. That is, the circuit is capacitance dominated. अब क्या बेटा कैपेसिटेंस डोमिनेट करेगा तो सबसे पहले फेजर डायग्राम की बात करेंगे. फेजर डायग्राम में देखिए VL is less than VC. अब फिर से पॉइंट O पर आप देखेंगे वेक्टर VR, वेक्टर VL एंड वेक्टर VC एक्ट कर रहे हैं. वेक्टर VL और वेक्टर VC ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में है. तो आप पहले इन दोनों वेक्टर्स का रिजल्टेंट लेंगे. इन दोनों वेक्टर्स का रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर VC के लॉन्ग आएगा एंड इट इज रिटन एज वेक्टर VC माइनस वेक्टर VL. नाउ वी विल सॉल्व फॉर द रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर. ओके, रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर के लिए पैरेललोग्राम लॉ यूज करेंगे. Let us suppose vector E0 is the resultant of vector VR and vector VC minus vector VL. अब क्लियरली आपको फेजर डायग्राम में दिखाई दे रहा है कि phi is the phase difference between the alternating current and the alternating EMF. Now in this case alternating EMF will lag behind, पीछे होगी the alternating current. तो स्विंग्स जो फीचर्स होंगे वो कैपेसिटेंस वाले होने वाले हैं, इसीलिए सर्किट को कैपेसिटेंस डोमिनेटेड बोलते हैं. क्लियर? तो स्टूडेंट्स वेक्टर्स को डिफाइन कर लेंगे आप. वेक्टर्स को डिफाइन कर लेंगे आप. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू से दैट लेट अस सपोज, चलिए वेक्टर्स को डिफाइन कर लेते हैं जैसे ओ ए बी सी डी, suppose it is E and it is say F. Vector OA is the current vector. Vector OB is vector VR. Vector OC is E naught vector. Vector OF is vector VC. And vector OD is vector VC minus vector VL. And thus vector OE is vector OEL. Clear? Now says, let us suppose, ये हमने फेजर डायग्राम को डिफाइन कर लिया। यहां पे हमने किस वेक्टर को क्या बोला है, the instantaneous value of alternating EMF, thus E is written as E naught sin omega t. Now let us call this as the equation number first. Thus E naught is the resultant of vector VR and vector VC minus vector VL. So this E naught vector is written as vector VR plus vector VL minus vector VC. तो बेटा ये vector equation. Now the magnitude of this E naught square is written as say VR square. चलिए एक काम करते हैं, E naught सीधा लिख लेते हैं, under root of VR square plus it is VL minus say VC square. Now let us call this as the equation number second. Now since in the phasor diagram or from the phasor diagram we conclude that the alternating current leads the alternating EMF by phase phi. The alternating current I naught vector is leading the alternating EMF by the phase phi. So the instantaneous value of alternating current is given by this I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi. Let us suppose it as equation number third. कॉपी कर ले आप कैलकुलेशन. Yes, so it's done. Now we can say, now we will talk about the opposition, that is the impedance. Now let us suppose that Z be the impedance. Okay, तो ओम्स लॉ कैसे यूज करना है न्यूमेरिकल्स में, this E naught is written as I naught multiplied with Z. आप वर्चुअल वैल्यूज यूज कर सकते हैं, मैं पीक वैल्यूज यूज कर रहा हूं यहां पे. सो वी कैन से, तो स्टूडेंट्स हम बेटा पीक वैल्यू ऑफ द ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ का एक एक्सप्रेशन यूज करेंगे. E naught square is written as VR square plus VC minus VL का स्क्वायर. ठीक है, so we can say I naught multiplied with Z square is written as I naught multiplied with R square plus I naught multiplied with XC minus I naught multiplied with XL square. I naught कॉमन आगे कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. We will be left with the Z square is written as R square plus XC minus XL square. Okay. And the Z can be written as under root of R square plus XC minus XL square. Got it? Now we are going to call this equation as the equation number 4. बात समझ आ गई? ठीक है, आप जल्दी से कॉपी कर लें. Yes, so it's done. Now, from the phasor diagram, we can say that in the right triangle OBC, tan phi is written as BC divided by OB. BC divided by OB. The tan of phi can be written as BC is VC minus VL divided by VR. Okay? Or you can say that the tan of phi is written as I naught multiplied with XC minus I naught multiplied with XL divided by I naught multiplied with R. I naught is cancelled out, then the tan of phi is written as XC minus XL divided by R. Now we are going to call this as the equation number say 5th, and this equation is suppose say 6th. Clear? Copy करें जल्दी से आप इस कैलकुलेशन को. तो स्टूडेंट्स अब देखते हैं बेटा कि सीरीज एलसीआर सर्किट कैपेसिटेंस डोमिनेटेड कब होगा. Now students, as VL is less than VC, so we can say that this I naught multiplied with XL would be less than I naught multiplied with XC. I naught cancelled out. This XL is less than XC. This omega L is less than 1 upon omega C. Omega square is less than 1 upon LC. Omega is written as 2 pi nu. So this 2 pi nu is less than 1 upon under root of LC. And this nu is less than 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC. So students, the series LCR circuit will be capacitance dominated when the frequency of the alternating supply is less than the natural frequency of the series LCR circuit, that is 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC. Copy करें. Yes, so it's done. So students, this is all for today, and in the next lecture we will discuss with the case third, that is resonance. Resonance बेटा next lecture में discuss करने वाले हैं. ठीक है? Okay, this is all for today.